The traditional job is dying, not slowly, right now.
We've been told for decades that the path is get educated, get a job, work for a company, get a raise, retire. That path is obsolete. It's being replaced by a completely different model.
Instead of working for a company, people are building audiences. Instead of waiting for a promotion, they're building products. Instead of a salary, they're building multiple income streams.
This isn't a side hustle. This isn't a trend that will pass. This is the economic structure of the next 20 years. The creator economy is replacing traditional jobs.
Today's guest has studied this shift extensively. She has the data, she has the numbers. Nancy, welcome to Scale Up Stories.
Thank you for having me. And I want to start with the raw numbers.
What are we seeing?
In 2015, there were approximately 100 million creators worldwide making meaningful income from their work. By 2020, that number had grown to 300 million. By 2024, that number was over 500 million.
That's enormous growth.
It's not growth, it's replacement. Traditional employment is shrinking at the same rate creator economy participation is growing. This isn't addition, it's substitution.
Are people leaving jobs to become creators?
Some, but more often, people are choosing not to enter traditional employment in the first place. When a 2-year-old can potentially make six figures as a creator versus making $40K a year in a traditional job, the choice is obvious.
Do most succeed?
No, most fail. But the number who succeed is large enough that the economics make sense. If you have a 1% success rate, and success means $100K a year, the expected value is $1,000. Compare that to a traditional job paying $40K with near 100% success. The expected value is roughly the same, but the upside is unlimited for creators.
So people are choosing the lottery?
Not a lottery, an opportunity. Most creators who fail don't lose money. They just don't make money. The risk is different. The reward structure is different.
What's driving this shift?
Several factors. First, the technology enabling creation is free or cheap. You can make videos on your phone. You can start a podcast with a $50 mic. You can write on Substack or Medium for free. The barrier to entry is zero.
That's new.
Completely new. 20 years ago, you needed expensive equipment and distribution channels to be a creator. Now, you just need internet and effort. Second, the distribution channels are automated. YouTube recommends videos. TikTok's algorithm puts content in front of people. Spotify recommends podcasts.
That wasn't true before.
Before, you needed a publisher or a distributor. You needed gatekeepers. Now, the algorithm is the gatekeeper, and the algorithm is meritocratic. If your content is good, it gets distributed. Third, monetization is easier. Creators can earn through ads, sponsorships, exclusive content, products, courses, and direct support from fans.
Is this actually replacing jobs or just supplementing them?
It's replacing them. We're seeing three shifts: people leaving full-time jobs to be full-time creators, people choosing to be full-time creators instead of taking jobs, and companies shrinking because fewer people want traditional employment.
Let's talk about the economic shift. How are creator economics different from job economics?
Completely different. In a job, you trade time for money. Work 40 hours a week for $3,000. The math is simple. In the creator economy, you create once and get paid multiple times. You write a blog post once, it gets found for years. You earn from ads, sponsorships, courses. You record a podcast episode once. You earn from ads today and from that episode being discovered for years.
So the leverage is higher?
Infinitely higher. In a job, if you stop working, income stops. As a creator, you can earn from work you did years ago.
Is income more volatile?
Yes, dramatically more volatile. A creator's income can double in a month or drop 50% the next month. A job is steady. A creator income is chaotic initially and then stable once you have a base.
How long does it take to become stable?
2 to 3 years of consistent work. That's the threshold most creators hit where they can start predicting income.
What skills matter in the creator economy versus traditional jobs?
Completely different skill sets. In traditional jobs, you need to be good at your job. You need to be a good engineer or salesperson or manager. In the creator economy, you need to be good at your job. But you also need to be good at building an audience, creating content consistently, understanding algorithms, marketing yourself, and building community.
Does that make the barrier higher or lower?
Lower initially, higher long-term. Lower because you don't need formal credentials. You don't need a degree or certification. Higher because you need to master multiple skills. You're basically running a business.
Can traditional workers transition to being creators?
Yes, but it requires retraining. You need to learn audience building and content creation. Most traditional workers struggle with this because the skills are foreign.
Are traditional jobs going to disappear?
Not disappear, but shrink dramatically. I predict that by 2035, less than 50% of prime working-age people will have traditional full-time employment. The rest will be creators, contractors, or have multiple income streams.
What does that mean for society?
It means we need to rethink everything. Education, healthcare, social support, all of these are currently tied to traditional employment. If half the population doesn't have traditional employment, those systems break.
Will they be able to break?
They'll have to. The alternative is massive unemployment and social unrest. I think we'll see new systems emerge. Universal basic income, portable healthcare, community-based social support.
Is that positive or negative?
Both. It's disruptive, but it could be more liberating than traditional employment. You'd have more autonomy, more flexibility, more opportunity, but also more risk, more volatility, more responsibility for your own income.
Have you made this transition yourself?
Partially. I'm an economist, so I still work in traditional academia, but I also run a creator platform. I publish research, I speak at conferences, I'm building multiple income streams. I'm hedging against the traditional economy disappearing.
Why?
Because I see the data. I know this shift is real. I know academic positions are shrinking. I'm building alternatives while I still have the safety of my job.
Do you think your academic position will still exist in 20 years?
Maybe, but fewer of them. And they'll be more competitive. I'm preparing for a future where I don't have academic employment and I don't need it.
Who's winning in the creator economy?
People who can build audiences, people who are authentic, people who are willing to be vulnerable. The algorithm rewards people being themselves, not people being professional or polished. The winners are people who say what they actually think.
That's counterintuitive.
Very. We were trained that professional means distant and polished, but in the creator economy, professional means reliable and authentic.
Who's losing?
People who need income predictability, people who don't want to market themselves, people who don't enjoy public visibility. These people will have to stay in traditional jobs longer, but those jobs are shrinking.
We're in a transition period right now?
We are, and it's painful. There are people who are unemployable in the traditional economy. They either need to become creators or they need new jobs that don't exist yet.
How long is this transition?
20 to 30 years. By 2055, the creator economy will be normal, but right now, it's chaotic. We have mismatched skills and mismatched expectations.
What should people do now?
Start building a creator presence, even if you have a job, even if you don't think you'll need it. Because by the time you need it, it will be too late. You can't build an audience overnight.
Rapid fire?
Ready.
Will traditional jobs completely disappear?
No, but they'll be a minority, maybe 30% of the workforce.
What's the biggest risk for creators?
Platform dependence. If the algorithm changes, your income disappears.
Is the creator economy sustainable?
Yes, because it's based on creating real value, not artificial scarcity.
Can everyone become a successful creator?
No, but maybe 20% of people who try will succeed. That's higher than most jobs.
Should everyone try to be a creator?
No. Some people are better suited to traditional work, but everyone should have a backup plan.
What about stability?
Creator income gets more stable the longer you do it. It's volatile initially, stable long-term.
What's the big opportunity in this shift?
Freedom. The ability to do work you actually care about. Traditional jobs force people into boxes. You have to be someone you're not. The creator economy rewards you for being yourself.
Is that actually true?
In many cases. Not all, but yes, it's more true than traditional employment.
What's the biggest challenge?
Income instability and the need to be always on. You can't really clock out. Your audience is always there. The algorithm never stops running.
Is that sustainable long-term?
Some creators burn out, but successful creators learn to manage it. They have routines, they batch create content, they hire teams to handle the business side.
Nancy, close us out. What should every person understand about this shift?
I think the most important thing is to understand that this shift is inevitable. It's not a trend that might pass. It's a structural change in the economy. The next generation won't have traditional jobs. They'll be creators or contractors or something that doesn't have a name yet.
How should people prepare?
Start building an audience now, in your field, in your niche. You don't need a large audience, you need a loyal one. You don't need to quit your job, but you need to start building.
What if you don't want to be a creator?
That's fine, but understand that you're choosing a path with less job security. You'll need to be more valuable in a traditional role. Or you'll need to transition when you can't find work.
Is the creator economy right for everyone?
No, but it's right for more people than realize it. Most people could build an audience around their expertise or their perspective, but they don't try because they think they're not interesting enough. Everyone is interesting to someone. That someone is your audience.
Nancy, thank you for showing us the future of work.
Thank you for asking. I think this conversation is important because the people who see this shift coming and prepare for it will thrive. The people who ignore it will struggle.
Everyone listening, the creator economy is replacing traditional jobs, not in 20 years. Now, start building your audience. Start creating. The future of work is creation, not employment. That's episode 34 of Scale Up Stories. I'm Sakil. The creator economy is here. Scale Up Stories is independent. No sponsors, no gatekeeping, just founders talking about what works. If this episode made you want to start creating, share it with one person stuck in a traditional job. Subscribe wherever you listen. Leave a review. Links to Nancy's research in the show notes. Until next time, create more, work less, build your audience.